The story begins with a pet chameleon named Rango. He lives all alone inside a small aquarium. He feels very lonely. So, to pass the time, he plays with the toys inside his tank and keeps himself busy. One day, his owner is driving somewhere. The aquarium is placed at the back of the car. Suddenly, the owner loses control of the car. There is a terrible accident. But during the crash, the aquarium falls out onto the road and breaks. The owner has no idea that the aquarium is gone. He drives away, unaware of what happened. Rango is left behind in the middle of a hot desert, surrounded by paint. Now he is all alone and must find a way to survive. Soon, Rango sees an old pangolin lying on the ground. The poor animal is asking for help because a car crushed him. The pangolin says he is on his way to meet the Western Spirit. Rango asks what the Western Spirit means. The pangolin explains that it is the enlightened ruler of the West. Rango helps the pangolin get back on his feet. The pangolin then asks Rango where he is going. Rango says he doesn't know. He just wants to find water because he is very thirsty. The pangolin tells him about a city called Dirt where water can be found. So Rango sets out toward the west to find Dirt. It is about a day away. As night comes, he still hasn't found the city. With no other choice, he sleeps inside a dirty drain. The next morning, Rango is still sleeping when water suddenly flows out of the drain. It rushes past him. Rango wakes up and is shocked. He is extremely thirsty, so he quickly runs to drink the water. But just as he reaches it, the water sinks into the ground and disappears. Suddenly, a female lizard named Beans appears and points her weapon at him. Beans does not know that the water came from the drain. She questions Rango, asking who he really is and why he is throwing water in the desert when water is already very scarce. Rango answers in a strange and confused way. His odd behavior makes Beans realize that he does not belong here. Even so, she feels a little sorry for him. In the end, she takes Rango with her to the place where she lives. When they reach the city, we find out that Beans actually lives in the same city Rango was looking for. This is the city called Dirt. Rango tries to blend in with the people there. He copies the way they walk and tries to act like them, but he is not very good at it. Then he walks into the local pub. As soon as he enters, the whole place goes silent. Everyone stops talking and stares at him. Rango gets scared but slowly moves forward and orders a glass of water. The entire pub bursts into laughter. In a desert like this, no one comes into a pub asking for water. The owner tells him they only have cactus juice. Just then, a man from behind asks him who he is. Rango realizes that if he tells the truth, everyone will laugh at him. So instead, he makes up a brave story. He says he has come from the West. He tells them that in the West, other creatures try to eat you, and you have to survive. Everyone in the pub is amazed by his brave stories. While holding a cactus juice bottle, Rango notices a name written on it. Without knowing what it really means, he decides to take that name for himself. He tells everyone that his name is Rango. Later, it turns out that the name he picked actually belongs to a legend. It is the name of a famous killer whose brothers were hunters and were killed by him. The people get even more excited and ask him how he did it. Rango makes up another story. He says he killed all of them with a single bullet. This shocks everyone in the pub even more. Suddenly, a group of criminals enters the town. Everyone gets scared. The leader of the gang walks straight toward Rango. One man says that Rango is the one who killed Jane's soldiers. Rango is shaking with fear inside, but he tries his best not to show it. Instead, he starts acting crazy. The gang leader gets angry and challenges him to a fight. Just when they are about to fight, something suddenly flies over them. The gang leader and all the townspeople quickly run and hide. Then we find out that it is a hawk. This hawk often comes to the city to hunt the people there. The hawk does not notice Rango at first. It seems like the hawk is afraid of him, so it flies away. Rango starts acting crazy again to show how brave he is, but before he can understand what is happening, the hawk is already standing right behind him. The hawk attacks Rango. He runs away and tries many times to hide, but he cannot escape. Then by luck, the hawk gets crushed under a water tower. It happens by mistake, and Rango only fires a single bullet. The people of the town are very happy. Rango has defeated the hawk, which had been their enemy for a long time. The news reaches the mayor. Rango is invited to a reception. Later, he is appointed as the sheriff of the town. On the other side, Beans goes to meet her uncle, Mr. Merrimack, who works at the bank. But this bank has no money. Instead, it supplies water to the town. Beans actually went there to borrow water. Mr. Merrimack says that the bank has stopped giving water. He shows her the water supply and explains that the city only has enough water left for 5 more days. Beans is shocked and starts talking nervously. Mr. Merrimack calms her down and says they should ask the mayor for help. He is the only one who can solve this problem. It is Wednesday, and every Wednesday at 12 p.m. the townspeople perform a ritual to collect water. This ritual is very strange. All the people stand together holding their containers and start dancing as part of the water ritual. Rango also stands in line to get water. An old man named Koa reminds him that he may have killed the hunter eagle, but now a snake named Jake will come to hunt them. Jake did not come before because he was afraid of the eagle, but now that the eagle is dead, he will surely return. Rango says he is not afraid of snakes. Finally, Rango goes to the tap to collect water. Because he killed the eagle, the mayor calls him forward to take the water first. But when the tap is opened, mud comes out instead of water. All the residents get scared. Some of them say that Rango has tricked them and turned the water into mud. A few people even ask for Rango to be thrown out of the city. In the middle of all this chaos, Bean steps forward and says that the water supply in the bank is also running low. This makes the situation even worse. Everyone rushes to the bank to check the water supply again. Suddenly, a gunshot is heard from behind, and everyone gets frightened. It is Rango. He fired the gun. He walks toward the safe where the water is stored. He starts moving in a strange way and explains the situation like he is showing them a nearly dried up pond. While talking, he drinks 3 glasses of water. In the end, he manages to calm everyone down. He promises that there will be no shortage of water. That evening, Rango begins his patrol as the new sheriff. During patrol, he sees Baltazar and his 2 sons coming out of the ground. Baltazar is blind, so he cannot see. They are actually robbers who work underground. Their real plan is to rob the water supply bank, but this time, they accidentally come out near people's houses. Rango does not understand their real purpose. Instead, he thinks they are looking for treasure, so he gives them digging tools. He even gives them a permission letter and shows them the location of the bank. The next day, when people find out that the bank has been robbed, they panic and start leaving the town. Rango steps forward to handle the situation and calms them down. He forms a group with his friends to find the criminals behind the robbery, and they set out to search for them. Rango and his group enter the tunnel that the robbers had dug. They walk for a long time, but they cannot find a way out. So Rango tells everyone to put out their torches so they can look for light coming from somewhere else. Soon, they notice light coming through a small hole. They climb out through it. When they come out, they find a dead body. It is Mr. Merrimack. Rango examines the body. They realize that he did not die from a bullet wound. He actually drowned. Near his body, there are footprints from wet shoes. Koa smells the footprints and says that 3 people were heading toward the west. Everyone believes him, and they start chasing again. As they chase, night falls, so they decide to rest. The next day, they finally find the 3 men. From the top of a cliff, they see Baltazar and his 2 sons. These are the same people Rango had given permission to that night. From far away, they see a gallon wrapped in cloth. They quickly understand that it must be the gallon of water that was stolen. So they dress up like robbers and go near them to take it back. To make their plan work, they perform a small drama in front of them. While the robbers are enjoying the show, Rango and his friends pull out their weapons, scare them, grab the gallon, and start running away. But very soon Baltazar realizes what happened. He and his clan ride on the backs of bats and start chasing them. They fire heavy weapons while chasing. During the chase, their car flips over on the rocky road. The gallon rolls down the slope. When the lid opens, they are shocked to see that the gallon is completely empty. Baltazar is also shocked. One of the robbers, Lasu, then tells the truth about what happened that night. He says it is true that they entered the safe, but there was nothing inside. Someone had already robbed the bank before them. Rango asks how they got the gallon. Lasu says they found it in the desert. He tried many times to tell Baltazar the truth, but Baltazar ignored him every time. Baltazar gets very angry and beats him for replacing the full gallon with an empty one. After this, to explain what happened to Mr. Merrimack, Baltazar and his men head back toward the city. Rango and the 3 robbers finally return to the city without any water. They walk in with sad faces. The people of the town have already lost hope. Rango goes to meet the mayor again. The mayor is playing golf with some of his men. Rango shows him a pair of clay shoes. He starts asking questions about the shoes and tells him what really happened. He begins to question the mayor. The mayor shows him a new city project he is building. He says that Rango can either become part of this new city or be left behind. Rango then asks why Mr. Merrimack was left behind. The mayor gets angry when he realizes his secret might be exposed. He tries to scare Rango by telling him that he is just a small lizard, but Rango is not afraid. Instead, he threatens the mayor back. He says he will soon reveal the mayor's true face to everyone. As soon as Rango leaves, the mayor tells one of his men to call Jake so that Rango can be thrown out of the city. Later, Rango, Beans, and Koa talk about the new project the mayor is building. They discover that the land for this project belongs to Beans. It was given to her by her father. Beans becomes shocked. She wonders why the mayor chose her land when there is no water. She cannot figure out where the water for this new city will come from. Suddenly, they are startled by loud noise outside. When they step out, they see that the residents have captured the robbers. The people are demanding that they be hanged immediately. Rango tries to calm everyone down and control the situation, but after some time, everything is interrupted by the arrival of Jake, who has been invited by the mayor. Jake walks slowly toward Rango. The moment Rango sees him, he gets scared. He tries to stay calm, but inside he is shaking. Jake tells everyone the truth. He forces Rango to admit that all his brave stories were lies. In front of the whole town, Rango finally accepts it. Jake then takes away the sheriff's badge and says it belongs to him now. With a heavy heart, Rango leaves the town. The people watch him go, disappointed. Rango walks alone through the desert for a long time. He keeps walking until he reaches the same place where his journey first began. He is exhausted. He has lost hope. He feels like he has no reason to keep going. He falls to the ground. A group of wood-collecting animals find him and save him. The next day, he wakes up and sees a car behind him. He notices a man standing at a distance. Rango feels that this man must be the Western spirit the pangolin once told him about. The Western spirit sees how broken Rango feels. He tells him that he did not come here by accident. Fate brought him here for a reason. He says Rango is meant to help free the people from their suffering. Just then, someone calls Rango from behind. It is the same pangolin he helped earlier. The pangolin takes him to a place where the remains of a ship are buried in the ground. He explains that long ago, this place used to be a valley full of water, but over time the water dried up, and now it is nothing but dry desert. Suddenly Rango sees what looks like a group of unicorns, but when he looks closer, he realizes they are actually cacti moving together in search of water. Rango and the pangolin follow the moving cacti until they reach the top of a mountain. From there, they see a hidden city at the bottom of the hill. That is when Rango understands the whole plan. He realizes that the mayor was controlling the water all this time, and to hide the truth about the bank, he had Mr. Merrimack killed. After understanding everything, Rango decides to go back to the city. Before that, he meets Baltazar and his group. He brings Baltazar along and invites him to help save his two sons, who are about to be hanged. They finally reach the city. Rango walks alone through the town, but this is part of their plan. At the water storage bank, Beans is being forced to sign a contract to hand over her land to the mayor. She refuses and throws a glass of water in his face. The angry mayor gives Beans to Jake. Jake wraps himself around her and threatens to crush her if she does not sign the contract. Just then, Rango calls out from outside. Jake drags Beans with him and comes in front of Rango. When he sees Rango has returned, he drops Beans and gets ready to fight. Rango pulls out his gun, but there is no bullet inside. He has only one bullet left, and he is waiting for the right moment to use it. The two move forward toward each other, but Rango's real plan is to lead Jake over the tunnel that Baltazar and his sons had dug, which is covered with wood. When Jake almost reaches the top of the tunnel, Rango stops, but Jake also stops. Rango's calculation is slightly off because Jake is still a little behind the tunnel. Just then, it becomes exactly 12 hours. As planned, the pangolin from outside the city signals the cacti to open the water path. Water starts flowing, but Jake has still not reached the tunnel, so the old crow climbs up and points a gun at him. Jake's attention turns toward the crow, and he shoots at him and runs forward. The crow shoots at Jake, but the bullet only hits his wing and slightly injures him. This was done on purpose so Jake would move forward and come fully over the wooden tunnel. As Jake moves ahead, the flowing water breaks the wood under him and throws him up into the air, but he lands safely on the ground. Now he is ready to kill Rango. Just then, Rango says he is not alone. He says he has brought a friend with him. Suddenly, a large bird rises above them. Jake gets scared and quickly hides, thinking the hunter eagle has returned. But after looking carefully, Jake realizes it is not the eagle. It is a group of bats. Baltazar and his men have arrived riding on the bats to help. Jake gets angry and shoots at them. He uses up all his bullets. Now Rango steps in front of him. Jake is about to kill Rango with his last bullet, but the mayor stops him from behind. He says that Beans is in his custody. Rango refuses to give up his gun. Before handing it over, the mayor secretly takes out the bullet and hides it in his mouth. Then Rango and Beans are thrown into a large water container. Beans realizes she might drown. She kisses Rango because she truly loves him, but she accidentally swallows the bullet that was hidden in her mouth. The mayor sees that his plan is almost complete. He says he does not need Jake anymore, and plans to kill him too. Jake becomes angry when he hears this, but Jake cannot do anything because he has no bullets left. Meanwhile, Rango tries to get the bullet back from Beans. Jake points the gun at Rango and pulls the trigger, but the gun is empty. Rango finally manages to get the bullet from Beans' mouth. He fires the gun. The shot hits the glass behind the mayor. The glass breaks, and all the water flows out. The mayor tries to make a deal with Rango and says he will cooperate, but Rango refuses. He hands the mayor over to Jake. Jake takes his revenge. In the final scene, the town's life has changed. The people now live in peace. Rango is seen as the greatest hero and the one who makes everyone laugh. So, what do you think about this movie? Tell us in the comments below. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you in the next video.